Hello, this is Swami Premanand Bharti, and we are here with the second session of introductory session of our Ayurveda Astrology Gurukul. And this session will be largely based on Ayurveda course, which will be like conducted by Meeraji. Meeraji is with us, and uh, she will introduce us with the course and with all the things which she is going to cover with the course. So it's all up to Miraji now. First, let's our audience and let our audience know about you and your journey in the occult and Ayurveda, especially so far.
So thank you for having me here. Yeah. First of all, let me explain how I came into this holistic journey. The common issues that really bothered me and how I got curious was through my own unwellness or my family's unwellness. Like basically, my kids had low immunity when they were born, or that I have allergy, or so all these normal issues that we have that you can have mood disorder, low energy, um, are not getting well. So I come from a family of four Western doctors, but I would do research, like I have this habit of being curious. And I found that a lot of the answers came from holistic healing, which is all over the world. The first medicine that humans interacted was with plants, and it is
Mm,
only in the 20th century that we started using chemical formulations so deeply to advance our health, and tablets and medicines are very quick and easy to adhere to, but the real healing is really with the plant medicine, and there is
mm,
all kinds of plant medicine culture all over the world. But particularly Ayurveda is very strong in the sense that it not only explains how plants help you, it explains your own constitution, and
right.
that is the difference which will make to your healing. As I was explaining, that my journey really deepened in 2012 because I had my husband had bought a business and we had moved to a new town. My children were in high school and they were all adjusting well, but I was not adjusting. I don't know why. I was thinking that everything is okay. I should be adjusting emotionally, physically, but I felt at a loss and there was no explanation for it. Then some friend suggested to me that I'll try Reiki, which is energy healing. And
Mm,
I think it is the world of Reiki which opened the. You cannot imagine spiritual or alternative healing unless you've tried it. If you're not used to
mm,
it, you will never be able to understand the depth. It is all theory up till then.
mm,
And then I
mm,
realized there is a lot of power. It's not simple that you have a headache and you take a tablet and the headache will go away. It is deeper than that. Your headache will go away, but also some insight will come, some deeper revelation will come. You will understand your own nature better. So this is
mm,
how it started. I started with Reiki, but I think there is a limit to energy healing also. And then I was interested in plant medicine, and I tried another type of courses, which is more the traditional Canadian style over here. But when I was introduced to Ayurveda through a retreat, and I was really
mm,
shocked in 1 week how much changes came to my body. In 1 week, I felt like out of that heaviness, depression, low energy. Within a week, I felt as if I was again captured my childhood energy and
mm,
happiness also. So that for
mm,
me was a very, like a very, it had a huge impact on me. I said,
mm,
I have lived with doctors all my life and I have never had this impact on not only my
mm,
health, but also on my mental well being. So
Mhm.
that never left me that impact. And eventually I learned Ayurveda, and the teaching itself further amazed me. I could not believe how much further it goes. It is not about the body or the spirit, it is about the elements of the universe that the universe is composed of. So
Mhm.
it is just a simply understanding the laws, like water is wet and fire is burns, or that, earth is heavy. These are, if you understand the intrinsic nature of these elements, and these elements exist not only in water form, like even in a subtle form they exist. For example, when you are receiving love, it is a kind of a nourishment. It is like
Right.
a moon energy. Or if you are motivated or you're
Mhm.
passionate, you're bringing in the sun energy. So,
Mhm.
or the fire energy. So you, it is the energy which has come into you, and just
Mhm.
understanding these energies, and we can move these energies around through our lifestyle, through our food. So I was just really thinking about this. We want to change the state of our body. For example, when I came to Canada, it is a very, very cold country, and I come from a very hot country. And
Mhm.
it takes 2-3 years for your body to acclimatize, get used to the winter weather. Your body
Mhm.
makes certain changes inside. So there is a change of state which enables
Mhm.
you to function and perform better.
Right.
But how do you change that state? See, you can change the state a little bit through exercise. You can change the state to a very limited extent through chemicals or through food. But food we eat is habitual. We stick to our habits of eating. But if you are eating with awareness and your constitution, you can change the internal state, and that internal state will then support. And this is the crux of Ayurveda.
Right. So just in case like someone is completely unaware of like holistic healing and all. So what does holistic healing term means, and how like Ayurveda is special for you in comparison to other practices which can be coming under holistic healing?
Holistic healing is extremely wide in today's world. If you look at all the modalities, there are maybe thousands now, from Reiki, from
Mm.
traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, chiropractic, massages, yoga, all of this comes under alternative healing.
Mm.
But I still don't think that anything is as comprehensive as Ayurveda. Because
Right.
Ayurveda is what you do from between morning to night and even while sleeping. So every
Mm.
day we are doing something. We are eating, we are breathing, we are sleeping, we are doing activities. All of that come under Ayurveda. And the things you choose to do will
Mm.
have an impact on you. And you are, we tend to choose what we are constitutionally the way we are, which is
Right.
okay up to a certain point. But if it is excessive, that's when the problems start. Like if a kapha or heavy person keeps on having heavy stuff in their life, they will become more
Mm.
heavy. Or a vata person keeps doing things which makes them unstable, or they have no routine and regularity, then the bad effects of vata will kick in. So
Mm.
Ayurveda, I don't think any, all the alternative holistic sciences cannot, you can put them on one side, and Ayurveda will hold itself in one, on the other
Great.
side. That is the
This is
depth.
yeah, that is the best way to explain. So like if after learning Ayurveda, you started like practicing in your personal life and also with your family members.
Yes, now I'm a professional consultant. I do.
Right.
I have combined it with the counseling because
Right.
the main. I think my main interest all along has been the mental health and the human emotion.
Mm.
And traditionally, it is cured through maybe some antidepressants or some medicines, or through mm, therapy,
Mm.
counseling.
Mm.
But I have realized that Ayurveda plays a very big role as well. and of course lifestyle. I mean,
Mhm.
you it is, even the doctor will tell you, if you're depressed, do more exercises, or if you are burnt out, your schedule is very tight, you should rest and take holidays. But if you combine Ayurveda with counseling, with Reiki, the impact is so, it reaches where nobody can reach. Because what is happening, you are healing the layers of your body. We have the physical body, we have the breath body, we have the mental body, as you also explain in
Mhm.
astrology. We have the ascendant, which is the body, and
Mhm.
the moon, which is the mind.
Right.
But when you are healing your digestion through Ayurveda, it also heals the mind at the same time, because you're healing the whole entity.
Right.
Except I have just taken it, fine tuned it. I have made it very, I give a lot of emphasis to emotional wellness and mental health. The reason is, our motivations come from our feelings,
Mhm.
our moon, or our emotions. If your emotions are healed, it's like almost everything will fall in place.
Mhm. That is in astrology also we say that like moon is the most important planet
Yes.
because it represents the mind of the person at the so that is the thing. Then from when you started teaching and how was the experience so far?
So my teaching has started with Reiki only. I have been teaching Reiki from say 2014.
Mhm.
And then now that I have gone into Ayurveda, I've been teaching Ayurveda. I think the biggest feedback about Ayurveda is that it is the best lifestyle wellness science you can use in your life. It is just simply becoming aware of who you are, what is your constitution, what is the things in your environment, and how they're affecting you. And there
Mhm.
is so much power in this that you can even, just sitting at home, you can affect your digestion, you can affect your skin quality, you can affect your mood, you can affect the level of quality of sleep. And this is basically my family and friends, their level of stress, you can say almost, if you do alone, 40 to 50%, and if you combine it with other methods, up to 60 to 70% you can drop it.
Mhm.
And nowadays everybody is stressed, like students are stressed,
Mhm.
young professionals are stressed, mothers are stressed, work life balance. And so much of the illness is stemming from the stress we are harboring in our everyday life. So I'm not even talking about sicknesses like, okay, we got COVID, or you got diabetes. I'm just talking that you have we are living within this high level of stress, everybody almost. And that affects you every day, your health, and something will happen, you're always falling ill, or your immunity will drop, or your
Mhm.
ability to manage relationships will drop, the quality of your work will drop, and most importantly, your peace of mind and happiness will is just goes out of the window.
Right.
So how to be happy and content with your life, with your work, with your daily schedule, with your relationship. And your biggest relationship is with yourself.
Right.
We can learn in astrology, but we cannot apply it unless you learn Ayurveda.
Mhm. Mhm. Right. That is why we are trying to make it a joint course at this time, astrology, Ayurveda, so that not only we know the theory part, also the practical part. So you mean to say like in it is not only like theoretical Ayurveda you teach, you also teach how to apply practically in people's lives so that they can have direct advantage.
Yes. Yeah. So there are Ayurveda's concepts are very deep, and you have, if you learn them, that's how you understand how to integrate it. But
mm,
every week with every class you're given some practical tips to implement into your life. And if you
mm,
keep doing it, by the end of the course you should have some tangible benefits visible to yourself.
right. So it is again at the end of the day, it is for the person to apply the knowledge
Yes,
into their life, and then they can see the benefits of the course. But at least the knowledge is there.
yes,
Implementation they need to do, especially like in this post-COVID scenario. Like we have seen what has happened in the world in last 2 years and all, and we have seen the uncertainties of life. So, how Ayurveda, if we compare to conventional allopathic medication promises like instant recovery, instant healing kind of thing. So, how Ayurveda is going to help us in like long term in present scenario, like post COVID and all.
so basically medicine is using vaccines or antibiotics to support you. The vaccine is, it is actually creating an antibody to act against a particular virus. It is creating like a special soldier in the blood. And antibiotics or medicines, they help you recover or stop you from dying, because
Mm,
your body has plunged into this chaos. So how to bring it out? But the thing is that how much you will drop into chaos depends on how already was the base of your body. The immunity existing within your body, in Ayurveda we called it ojas,
mm,
is a direct function of health and happiness. So the more ojas you have, the more immunity you have, the more happiness you have. And
mm,
ojas is produced from the food you eat. So about in 35 to 45 days, the first bite you took will be converted into ojas. And this quality of ojas will depend on the kind of food you're eating. If it is compromised food, your ojas will be produced compromised. And also the layers in your body, because it will go through 7 layers of processing.
mm,
So if there is any obstacles, or there is a tissue which is not in good health, it will affect the production of the ojas. And this is all Ayurveda is. You fix the quality of your food and the quality of your tissues, and then the ojas automatically becomes of a superior output. And that
mm,
ojas will protect you. It protects you, your health, it protects your happiness. The And one of the key symptoms of ojas is it's linked with smell. And when your ojas is low, your taste buds are affected and your smell
mm,
ability is affected. In fact, COVID is the goes sharply to affect your smell and taste buds, and that means it is
mm,
giving a very aggressive attack on ojas.
mm,
COVID means your ojas is in direct confrontation, and
mm,
immediately it is being attacked and harmed.
mm,
So the more you are conscious and you are aware of how to build ojas within your body, you have the longest term protection, not only for yourself,
mm,
even when you have new your own you get new kids or you produce children, the
mm.
quality of your cells will be passed on. So you're not
Right.
only producing good health for yourself, this will be passed on in
Mm,
reproduction to the
right.
next generation. So the quality of food
Mm,
you're eating is also going to affect everybody's health in the future.
right. So it is like not only protecting yourself, protecting the generations to come.
Yes.
Right. So like it reminds me like what you narrated us just now. It reminds me of a small preaching of Osho, where he says that there was a country, there was a system in a country where doctors were paid to protect someone from illness rather than to cure them. Okay. So if the person has the illness and doctor is called to cure, doctor will not be paid
I see.
because you didn't do your job properly. That's why the person got sick. Okay, so that is what you are like
Yeah.
explaining. That is what I understood, that it is more of a protective nature.
Hmm.
Like you can protect yourself proactively rather than getting into illness and then going for healthcare and all. Rather than facing all those troubles, why not protect ourselves at the first hand? Okay.
So actually, that's a great point, and I really do believe that one day the world will have this between the doctor and the layman, there will be this preventive health
Mm,
professional, and the
mm,
professional can actually Ayurveda has the power to at home finish 50 to 60% of our potential diseases. If your digestion, sleep, and skin, three things are okay as per Ayurveda, then the
mm,
likelihood of getting sick really drops, because then you are only left with viral or bacterial infections or accidents.
right.
So if you bring your level from here to here, 50% will be diseases are gone or will be extremely delayed. You can
And you
push
said
them by,
dilation. Sorry to interrupt you. Please continue.
yeah, 50 to 60% of the diseases that we are have the potential to have in a lifetime will be reduced or delayed by at least 15 to 20 years.
Right. So you said digestion, sleep, and third one.
Skin,
Right. So
because
if we
skin
can.
reflects the health of the digestion,
Mm,
sleep reflects the health of the mind, and
okay.
digestion reflects is the health of the body. So the first thing that is affected when you are ill is your digestion. Or if there
Mm,
is some, the first clue that we get that your health is not okay is your digestion, and that is
mm.
the gateway to the body.
This itself is a, like a big guidance for all of us. If
Yes.
we can keep proactive care for these three measures, we can be living much more healthy life.
Yes.
So now the main point, like our next course is starting. So what are you planning to teach us in Ayurveda session?
So basically, in this session, we will cover all the essential and important concepts of Ayurveda. There will
Mm,
be 20 Zoom classes, plus I there is online content and recommended books. There will be two classes to cover different time zones, one in the morning, one in the evening. Probably I will pick
mm,
Tuesday. It will depend on the batch that we have and what is
mm,
right for them. And it will be once in 2 weeks, so you get time to read and practice, which I'd say don't wait for the last moment. You have to do these baby practices because nothing will convince you until you do it and you see the difference. See,
mm,
you can read and you can think, oh, I will do this, I will do that. But when you start doing it, that is, it does not even hit you immediately. It's just over time you realize, oh, I have started, this problem is gone. I'm feeling better. I have more energy. It's
mm,
also a lot of self awareness develops. It's very important to develop that quality, because without self awareness, you will not notice the changes, because they're not drastic. They are subtly growing deeper and deeper. They go layer by layer. So first round your digestion will feel better, then you will start noticing your skin is better or your sleep is better, right? It's like you complete a circle and then again the circle starts. It is a healing cycle
mm,
you have started. You know how a disease cycle is, that first you feel a little bit ill, then you get worse, then even your back is aching, then even your knees are aching, then your hair is also falling. You know how the disease cycle is, it gets worse and worse with time.
mm,
This is the healing
mm.
cycle, the opposite. So there will be little changes, then better, and that's my personal experience. And
Right.
how I've done it with family and friends. My daughter, she's into veterinary medicine, and there is a tendency among science science not to be able to grasp this, because there is a kind of a rejection of holistic things, although they are complementary in my point of view, but
Mm-hmm.
still. And it is the strength of these solutions and the endurance of these solutions that she now has completely even changed the diet of her pet, because you can't beat nature. Nature
Mm-hmm.
is the
Right.
ultimate provider for us. We have to
Right.
understand nature and her laws. If you
Mm.
understand that, nature protects you then.
Right. That's what, like, in astrology also we say that just get aligned with your chart energy. Don't go against the chart energy. All your stress is just the result of going against the energy. That's it.
Right, right. And that is the focus.
Can you please tell us, like, and give us some glimpses of what topics you may be covering in courses?
So basically, the topics are, first we go into the history of how Ayurveda came and who are the main contributors and the role they
Mm,
played. Then we go into the actual concepts of what are the five elements, what are the body constitutions, how is digestion understood in Ayurveda, how is elimination understood, how does how do the blockages occur, how does disease occur.
okay.
Then the last part is like the main three categories are like history, the basic concepts, and then the healing part is that how do you uh, what are the methods of disease removal in Ayurveda, which is basically two concepts. Detoxification is the first concept, whether it is
Mm,
tissue or mental detoxification. The first thing they want to do in Ayurveda is eliminate the disease causing
mm,
factors inside the body. First is the flushing, cleansing.
right.
And the second part is building back, building up the body, with nourishing stuff. That is called rejuvenation. So that is
Mm,
the third category with all the herbs and, I mean, techniques. And this is the main crux of the course. Then I have some long term challenges if you want to try, like uh, sleep therapy or detox therapy, 3-day challenge. If you want to be
mm.
ambitious and you want to try it on yourself, you can do that. You don't have to. You can do little tips here and there every week, or you can even go one step further and try it out, a big challenge towards the end.
It is like a very comprehensive one.
It is
It's
extremely
starting from,
confusing, because
right.
what will happen is that I would say all homemakers, mothers and parents should learn this, because even if you don't do anything with it, you can improve your own and your family's health, and also mental health, happiness also.
Right. So when are we starting? Next batch?
We are starting in February 2023, and all the
Mm,
announcements will be on my website, miraom.com, and also on
mm,
your website,
mm,
extrasaxena.com. And
mm.
yeah, we'll be putting it out, all the information.
Right. Well, so mainly like announcements will be in October, November, but mostly like in October month. So that will be there. For further guidance, if people need any specific clarifications, they can always email us. The email address will be given on the announcement on the sites only, or they can ask, like, if there is any concern they
Yeah.
have. Okay. And just final question: is there any certification?
There is no certification as such with this course, but if a person is interested, then I will give some extra work for about 50 hours, and then they can get a certification.
So they can have a
There is an
certification,
option. There is an
right?
option, because
Like,
everybody is not interested in certification. But yes,
mm,
you can obtain about 250 to 300 hours of work certification.
mm,
If some people, they like to combine it with their yoga teaching or other holistic methods, they can apply for the certificate within
right.
for extra
So
hours in.
It depends on person. If he wants to have like a certification, there is an additional facility. Like they have to do some additional work, and this is also available for them.
Yes, that is available.
Great. So we are all set with our February classes. Let's hope that people take benefit out of those these two courses and astrology Ayurveda Gurukul. Any concluding remarks?
People will wonder, why are we adding astrology and Ayurveda together? The
Mm,
basic thing is that both of these theories, they understand that the nature is made out of the five elements. The planets
mm,
have these five elements, and
right.
these the base and the root is the same. So
Mhm.
basically what we are is reflected in our chart, but the control is actually with us, not in the stars, and that control is given to you through Ayurveda.
Right. So that is what like I also try to convey to the people that at the end of the day, your life is in your hands. Your consciousness decides how to utilize the energy of the planets.
Yes.
Okay. Same planet can represent very good things. Same planet can represent very bad things. Mars represents protection. Mars also represents violence. It's your
Mhm.
choice how
Right.
you want to utilize. Okay. So thank you, Miraji, for today's session. All the information you have given, it is highly helpful. It's been like for someone like I can understand how other people will be benefited because I know nothing about Ayurveda. So it was like a useful session for me also. So let's hope we can help people through this astrology Ayurveda Gurukuls. Their batches are starting, as you said, from February 2023, but the announcement will be on October, and people can reach out to us through email if they have any concern or if they want some clarifications.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's so hope for the best.
Thank you.